all I was just doing was giving the town board, town manager, and the town attorney an opportunity to dispel a rumor I heard. And what the rumor was that members of the town had a meeting with a senator, and that's how I approached it. I said, it's a rumor that members of the town are having a meeting with a senator to discuss incorporation. And I said, if that's the case, put an end to it. But I said it should be up to the vote of the people. Mr. Kohlbarger, of course, it's reported paper. Mr. Kohlbarger and K9 accused me of making false statements. Keeps calling me the white-haired individual, not referring to me as the sheriff, a constitutional office, by the way. But I respond to what he said on Channel 41 Monday. He says, Bill Kohler stated that there's no BDR. I didn't say it was a BDR. I don't know who is falsely putting that out there. I have a guess that the individual has white hair and is an elected official and is ashamed that the individual doesn't have all the facts. And Tuesday, he called me white-haired gossip king, and because I stated it should be on the ballot. Well, Mr. Kohlbarger, has some issues. I have some issues with that, but it's not about personal attacks. It's about the business of the people. And I believe that, and there's no middle ground here. Either there's incompetence there or deceit. How come individuals can put ballot questions for marijuana initiative on pretty much every ballot I remember in Cummington, Nevada, on general election, almost every time there's a general election? If they can do the process, how come the town board couldn't do it? But it's very interesting. I actually found an NRS, and I'll mention it right here. It's NRS 29341. It says, governing body of a political subdivision, which is the town of Pahrump, public or quasi-public corporation or any other local agency submitting a question to voters required to submit certain documents and information to county and city clerks, because if there's a city clerk, and a fee to cover the cost of placing a question and associated information on the ballot. If they were asking an advisory question, whether or not should we look into incorporating Pahrump, different issue. They're looking to say, is that incorporate Pahrump, yes or no? And they could put that on the ballot. They don't need the county commission to do that. I spoke to Joni Easley yesterday, and I asked Joni, because she's the most senior county commissioner, were you ever contacted about putting Pahrump Incorporation on a ballot? She says, no, I wouldn't have. And she says, if they came to me, I'd put it on the agenda for them. She did say that when she was part of the Round Mountain, is that Round Mountain Town Board put a question on the ballot to increase taxes, 50 cents to cover some expenses they wanted. Talking to Sam Merlino says that any government entity can place something on the ballot. In fact, she said, I'm not giving you legal advice, but she said in 2008, in November, the town of Tonopah put a tax levy question on the agenda. I called Joni Easley this morning. She said, because she lives up there, they never came to the county commission and asked that question. She says they have the right to do so. It's a government entity, they have the right to do so. If people that want to put marijuana initiatives on the up for ballot, on the ballot for a vote, and Tonopah, Round Mountain, and other government town boards within Nye County could do it, why can't the town of Pahrump? My question is this. I think they want to go to BDR issue. I think that there's no middle ground here. Either it was deceitful, the tactics that they were doing, or their incompetence. Either one. They had an attorney that basically could have went out and said that. And I'm not giving you any wiggle room here. That's pretty much the question. It has to do it. Some other people have to do it. Town of Pahrump has to do it. I don't want to make this personal. And it's not personal. It's about the business of the people. Them being honest about the government, about the people's business. Incorporation affects a lot of people here. It's not just a small group of individuals. Whether you're for incorporation or not, it should be up to the vote of people. I find it distasteful, first of all, that that his tongue, drips with disdain towards me for bringing this up to the public, but if he got caught. That's the problem. They got caught. I thought it was a rumor when I went to the town board and approached the podium. When I looked on their faces, I said, well, this pretty much rumor is true. That's why I contacted Mr. McGinnis. They want to do a polar survey. The problem I have with that is that we don't operate our government by polar surveys. Elected people going for office follow polls or surveys. Why don't, instead of having an elected process, why don't we go right now and have some legitimate poll organization, survey organization decide who's ahead in the sheriff's race, who's ahead in the clerk's race, who's ahead in the town board race, who's ahead in the commissioner's race, who's ahead in the recorder's race, who's ahead in every race, governor, senate, congressman, all down, and eliminate the vote process, and we'll just go by a poll. That's not the way our government operates, but that's apparently the way that the town manager wants to operate. Members of the town board want to, not all of them, a few of them, and the town attorney who operate. Mr. Kobarger is not elected official. Town board is. He doesn't work. He works for the people through the process of the town board. He should have reported this at the time. They had every opportunity to do so. They chose not to do that. So it's just uncomfortable for me to look at individuals that's supposed to be representing us and working for us not to be honest and open about what they're doing.